Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 28th, National Chocolate Day. You know what I like? I like chocolate-covered strawberries. Have you had them before? I am so unique. And now, the news. Starting with Hurricane Melissa, which has become a Category 5 storm with winds of up to 175 miles an hour. It is also now the strongest storm of the year on the entire planet. The whole thing, just strongest storm of the year. As I record this, Jamaica is waiting for the storm to hit land. 3 people have died in Haiti because of the storm, and another in the Dominican Republic. And in Jamaica, 3 people have died and another 15 have been injured just during storm preparations alone. So this is a very serious storm. Side note, a very unimportant side note, very low on the list, but it is so interesting reading all of these stories about the storm because people first say Hurricane Melissa, and then they just call it Melissa. And then you just accidentally find yourself in a sentence like this, quote, Melissa has already killed 3 people in Haiti and 1 in the Dominican Republic. Uh-oh, that seems like something you could have avoided by just calling it Hurricane Melissa. What do I know? I'm just a Kim, but seems avoidable for sure. And staying in international news, as promised, I do have the results of Sunday's election in Argentina, where after a $40 billion carrot was dangled in front of voters as their country continues to be in a very desperate financial position, the president's party has won the election, and thus the country should be receiving the promised $40 billion, which Trump is also seeing this election as a win for him as well, because he was the one that was backing the president's political party. He was the one that was like, we'll give you this money. So he is seeing this electoral win as a win for Trump as well. I want to be really clear. It is not like we're talking about a very popular president going into this election. He was politically unpopular, and his inner circle was fairly scandal-plagued. You can actually see why Trump liked the guy. He was like, you seem like me. Did your dad also never hug you? But a $40 billion economic boost, that changed the game with this election. So there is the update there. But the update here is our government is still shut down. Welcome to day 28 of the second longest government shutdown in history. Federal food benefits, aka SNAP, will not go out on Sunday, November 1st, if this does not change. More than 40 million people depend on SNAP benefits for food. 40 million Americans will go without food because Republicans want to cut access to healthcare for 20 million people. The pro-life party, ladies and germs. I saw a video on TikTok. Do you know about, it's an app where they do videos. What is that joke? So I saw a video on TikTok where this woman who, I'm sure she has redeeming qualities, but with a magnifying glass and like 100 million years, I'd be hard-pressed to find them, is eating a piece of toast. She's eating while she's shooting this video and saying, hey, for people that are worried about your SNAP benefits going away in November, what did you do with that money in October? Where's that money that you could have saved for November? If you, I'm sure you don't because you are listening to this show, so you're probably not the kind of person having that thought, but should you, in your life, in your day-to-day, happen upon somebody who says something like that, the answer that I would recommend you say is they spent it on food. They spent their October SNAP benefits on food in October. It's not like SNAP benefits are $50,000 a month in benefits. It varies household to household, but the average single-person household will receive $292 in SNAP benefits per month, and it could go as low as $23 a month. I want you to really ask yourself, can you survive on $292 a month? Could you survive on $23 a month? Now imagine 40 million people who already were trying to make those numbers work for them. And now they're going to have it taken away. Again, this is the pro-life party. Incredible. As you may recall, the House has not been in session since September 19th because Speaker Johnson does not want to swear in the final House member that would then allow the Epstein files to be made public. And so he has closed the House of Representatives to protect a child sexual assaulter and everyone connected to him because, again, I guess everyone's religion is different, but his is super not understandable. But California's Kevin Kiley, a Republican representing the 3rd District in California, which includes Yosemite and Death Valley, has shown up to work in the House every single day. He has shown up to work every single day, well, Monday through Friday. He's shown up to work every day that he was supposed to show up to work, criticizing both the shutdown and the fact that the House has yet to swear in its newest member. Quote, sometimes you have to work with people who have a different position in order to find a common ground, end quote. Kevin, are you sure you're a Republican? You seem cool. When someone does the right thing, and this is the right thing, we gotta call it out because it is rarer and rarer. I might disagree with him on many fronts, but he is out there right now doing the right thing for the people that he was elected to represent. And that's more than we can say for almost anyone else in his party. So congratulations to Kevin. Plus, he's adorable. His hair does this little swoop thing. Gotta respect a swoop. What we don't have to respect is that while the government is not open, because there is no budget, the Trump administration is planning to replace some ICE officials with Border Patrol in an attempt to intensify their mass deportations. Because what Trump lacks in budgets, he makes up for in white supremacy. A Department of Homeland Security told NBC News, quote, the mentality is CBP does what they're told, and the administration thinks ICE isn't getting the job done, end quote. Doesn't think ICE is getting the job done. Terrifying. ICE is arresting, on average, 1,178 people per day. But remember, Mr. 100 million Americans wants 3,000 people arrested per day. I'm sorry, if you're new here, Trump's advisor, Stephen Miller, who, and this has been noted by people who have been in Trump's inner circle for years, Stephen Miller is the only person that Trump doesn't have a problem with. He complains about everyone. He does not complain about Miller. Stephen Miller is the one person that he has no problem with. And Stephen Miller once said that if he had it his way, there would only be 100 million Americans and they would all look like him, which means you're allergic to the sun, garlic, and wooden stakes. So this switch to the CBP from ICE is in an effort to up those arrest numbers. This is America. And that's it. That's the news. A somewhat short episode, but it was a somewhat slow news day. The big news, of course, was Hurricane Melissa. I'm proud of chocolate. Sweets of all kinds, really. They can really change the moment. But more than chocolate, because you require no moderation at all. I'm proud of you.